Yeah, we're into taxi vlog 37 now. Oh, excuse me, I got something in my throat. I always got something in my throat. Oh, what's this thing want? Okay, well, I'm not gonna make a very long introduction here. I'm just gonna start talking. You know how luck can go with you or against you, and it's amazing how luck does that. A couple weeks ago, I had a customer tell me, or I was talking to a customer, and I was saying, did you notice that people are kind of grumpy today and difficult, and traffic is worse than usual and stuff like that? She said, well, yeah, of course. What did you expect? Mercury is in retrograde. Oh boy, Mercury in retrograde. Well, and she said it's going to be like that till the 24th of June. Here we are on the 8th of June. So we have like 2 weeks and a bit of more bad luck and stuff. And just to illustrate the kind of luck I had on Friday night, just everything was, it blew, okay? It blew. It was just terrible. I got sent to a hotel on Friday night. Actually, no, I'll back up a little earlier. It has to do with this machine once again. And is that bus going to stop in a bus stop? Yes, he is. I'll just get right past him. Okay. I had this customer. She must have been about 50, but she said she'd been partying all night. And she said she had a credit card and no cash, but I had enough credit and charges already, so I wanted to get cash. So I said, well, would it be too much of a problem for me to stop the meter when we get to a bank machine, and you can get cash out of the bank machine, and we go from there? She said, no, all I have is this credit card, and I can't do the cash thing. That seemed a little suspicious to begin with. Anyway, we got to her place. It was $12 and something on. Whoop! It was $12 and something on the meter, and I put the card in like I usually do. And once again, like in an earlier taxi vlog, the thing said, "Call for authorization." So I called the number, and it asked me to punch in the card number and punch in the expiry date and the merchant number and the security code on the back of the credit card and all this crap. Anyway, I went through all this crap, and then I got a bunch of cheesy music on the phone. Meanwhile, the customer's sitting next to me, getting kind of irate and impatient. Does this sound familiar? Anyhow, why is it the mirrors are always wrong when I get in this car? Anyway, she lots of cheesy music, and then a person came on. Now, I punched all that stuff. Let me just look at this traffic light here. I know they're no fun to look at, but then a person came on, and he asked me the same questions. What's the card number? What's the merchant number? What's the expiry date? What's the security card code on the back of the card? Went through all of that stuff again. And the guy says, well, is this an international card? Is this from some other country? And I said, well, I don't think so. It says Van City on it, which would be a Vancouver bank. That's just across the water there, you know, that's not that far away. So, no, it's not some international card. He says, all the numbers don't seem to jive. He says, I can't possibly, I can't authorize this because it's not one of our cards. Oh, you can't. Okay, well, can you get me someone from Van City maybe? Could you patch me in with them? He said, oh, sure, certainly. More cheesy music. A lot more cheesy music. Really cheesy music. Well, he got me in touch with some woman from Van City. I had to tell her once again the card number. I had to tell her once again the expiry date. I had to tell her once again the merchant number, and I had to tell her once again the security code on the back of the card. She says, oh, just a moment, I'll get that for you. Meanwhile, cheesy music comes on. Customer says, I've been sitting here for 10 minutes, you know, all this bullshit for $13. You know, I just want to go to bed. Here, I'll leave you with my card. You give me your phone number, and I'll call you tomorrow and have the cash for you. Okay, fine. I got your credit card and might as well go. So she went in the house. 2 minutes later, after more cheesy music, sir, your authorization number is this. Oh, great, now I have an authorization number. So what do I do with that? They say, well, press OK on the machine and punch in the authorization number. It'll spit out the receipt as it normally would without having to go through all this. I said, great. So I had the authorization number. I had the customer's credit card. And I had a piece of paper on me saying, signature required. Well, I just scribbled anything because I figured, yeah, you know, she's drunk. You know, when people are drunk, they scribble anything. So I just did that. Great. Then they asked me on the phone, they had the nerve to ask me, is there anything else they can help me with? Now, I had to be candid and say, look, you know, you could have made this process a little more speedy, and I hope next time it goes faster, because the customer's gone now. I have her card. I'm still holding it. It's 2 days later. Well, then I got sent to this other address. In fact, I got sent there while I was on the phone trying to get that authorization. I got to the place, picked up the guy. It was only about 10 minutes after he called, so it wasn't the end of the world. And the guy was kind of goofy and kooky, but I took him where he was going, and everything was fine. He paid cash. It was beautiful, beautiful, just wonderful. I wish every customer did that. Next call I got, it's about 10 minutes after 5 in the morning. The call is for 10:20, the hotel downtown. I figured, oh, 10:20 in the morning? They're probably going on a trip. They're probably going to the airport or something. Oh, that's it. Cut right in front of me, you dummy. Thanks a lot. People can't drive here. Did I mention that before? Well, just on schedule, the girl comes down. She comes right down the elevator at the hotel lobby, and she has this great big, whoops, every time I stop, this thing wants to get out of position. She has this great big bag, goes in the trunk. She says, bus depot. I'm going back to Japan today. I was saying, the bus, I guess you're going to the Vancouver airport over the ferry with the bus, and then you're getting a flight. She said, yes, it go direct flight from to Tokyo. Okay, great. Did I slip? Did I? Oh. You know, no disrespect to anyone. I just couldn't help myself. I slipped. Oh, sorry. Okay. Bus depot, $4.65. The time is now 5:25. I get another time call on my screen saying 5:20 time call. Another hotel. Lots of people, lots of luggage. I'm thinking, oh, well, here's my airporter. I pull into the hotel, and I'm just waiting for the traffic light here again. Okay, traffic light is green, let's go. I pull in at the hotel, and there's a taxi loading, and there's touristy looking people, and they've got all their stuff in the trunk, and the driver's closing the door for them. And I go into the hotel lobby, and there's a woman there. She's like a tour guide or something. And I asked her, well, are there any more? And she says, well, my people came down early and took the cabs that were sitting here. Well, thank you for showing up, but we don't need you anymore. Kiss $50 goodbye right then and there. It's a real bummer, you know, when luck just doesn't work for you. No matter how hard you work, you're busy and it doesn't pay off. That is probably the most frustrating thing in the taxi business. Or being sent somewhere and there's nobody there. Or getting there and calling up the people and they say, oh, we got another cab already. That same night I had the same thing happen with the police. Actually, no, that was the next night. I'll save that for the next vlog. This one was, or is, taxi vlog number 37. See you later, guys. Have a good week.